Right, I think we should be live. We go ahead and share the stream. Let's do this. Lobby for them quickly. Quite a few members in here as well, which is good to see. Yeah, lobby's almost full already. It's quick. And yeah, let me go ahead and just share this, and then we are here. Quite a few quick people joined, I can see already. Yo, yo. Right, here we are. So yeah, as you can see by the camera, or if you've been watching my videos, a lot of streams in the past, yeah, this is a bit of a difference. I was using this last week as well, so you might have noticed certain thing in my last video. That's the first time I showed it, but yeah, this is my new cockpit. I'll try and give you a guess of what this is, but I will be making a complete video on this cockpit within the next week or so. This is obviously already underway. But yeah, I used to use a Playseat Ultimate before, which was a really, really good cockpit. There was nothing wrong with it, but it's in a Formula position, and yeah, where you're basically lying down on the ground. And I've used GT style cockpits in the past. I had like a SimLab, Next Level Racing, things like that. And just for me, just because I'm a bit of an old man now, it just feels much more comfortable being in a GT style position. I get to see more of the screen because my hands were blocking it before in the Formula. So I'm a lot more upright now, so I don't have as many postural or lower back issues, things like that. So yeah, for me, this is just my preferred position, and yeah, I've been getting used to this over the past few days. Or I think I've had this for I think like a week now or something like that. So yeah, I've done a fair amount of laps in it already, but still obviously need a little bit more time to get used to it. But yeah, I haven't played F1 for a few days actually, because I was away at my parents' on the weekend. So yeah, just thought we'd do some laps here, and yeah, camera eventually will catch up. Unfortunately, when you're on a console, you have to add in all these filters and things like that. So yeah, camera will eventually catch up. It's a little bit annoying. On PC, you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff, but otherwise I'll have to do a bit of a reset on the software. Right. But yeah, it might be delayed for a little bit, but then eventually it will the software will catch up, which is just quite annoying. But yeah, so yeah, I've been testing quite a lot on the setups, and so yeah, if you click the join button, you get access to all of those setups. This is one of them. So yeah, it's getting the swing. So it's been a few days out actually. Let's get away from these people. No, this guy's got fast, I think. Mistake. Yeah, just warm up a little bit here.
Okay, DRS is now available.
Get to grips with it again, but yeah, this cockpit here, it's more of a GT style position. My other one was a complete Formula position, and yeah, I just feel a lot more comfortable here. It took me a good day or two to really get used to it. The pedals are at quite a bit of a different angle. than before, so I had to really change my muscle memory just a little bit, but yeah, now I just feel really, really comfortable in this. So I've been doing quite a lot of coaching recently as well, but I've been working quite hard with the setups in the background. So yeah, if you are part of my Discord, you'll see I've been pretty active in the Discord, answering people's questions, really get on it with the setups, things like that as well. But yeah, this guy's trying to get in the DRS. 2-second penalty.
I'm afraid you've been given a time penalty for that last incident, mate.
What? I'll have to try and save a bit of DRS for the last lap. Yeah, this game is definitely a lot harder to save the battery.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
So I reckon he's using quite a bit of battery behind. So. Yeah, you can see look how much more my downforce I have set up, getting so much more there. And that's what I've been really focused on my setups, is to make it the best possible for the race, which usually means a little bit more downforce. So really factor in that downforce dirty air. I'll save a bit of battery for this last lap. Get me in 2 seconds, but then I'll try and pull away with the extra ES. So he's pushing this up. We should see next up how much I pull away if I do.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
But yeah, more and more. Here we go. Trying to get
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race.
Yeah, you pushed up that. Oh, so it needs first. Yeah. I'm putting it away now. Yeah, look at that. That's crazy.
Okay, clear.
Hey, yeah, tyres got so fast. If I did that in that lap 2, that would probably be like a super low 5, something like that. So, oh, actually, yeah, we only just made it out of. I forgot about the 2-second penalty. Hey, Damien, what rig do I have? So yeah, the rig I have is the Fanatec CSL. Yeah, it's Fanatec CSL Cockpit. I think that's what it's called actually. And yeah, this cockpit is just super comfortable. And again, I'll be doing a complete review video of this cockpit, of all the quirks and features. I'm someone who really hates building cockpits, but this is, yeah, I had a lot of help from my girlfriend because I am awful at building things. But yeah, even without that, I think this cockpit is probably one of the smoothest processes there's been. to cockpit building and construction of it, because if you built things like SimLab and stuff in the past, which are amazing cockpits by the way, yeah, it's quite a horrendous process at times as well. But yeah, this cockpit GT position, it's kind of in between a GT and a Formula position, so it's kind of like a little bit of a hybrid. You can definitely change the seat angle to what you want, but I've got my monitor integrated into this cockpit, so it's quite close to me. You can't see it in the camera here, but it's literally where my arm is here. That's where my cockpit, that's where the monitor is. So for me, I just feel a lot more immersed. For me, it's just so much more comfortable, way more comfortable. Some people do prefer the Formula position, which I do like as well. But for this is super sturdy, really comfortable. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing my video on this cockpit, because I think a lot of people should be interested in it, potentially might get one as well. So yeah, and the pedal base is amazing as well, the adjustability. But I think for me, just the seat positioning, everything, I just feel, I don't know, I just already feel a lot more comfortable. So yeah. And yeah, with the suspension in my setup, so this is one of my updated setups. I updated this up I think a couple of days ago. It's working really well, and as you can see there, I think something you really got to factor in with setups is when the tyres are going off more and more, dirty air, things like that as well. I think one of the main things about this game is that you lose the balance so quick, and yeah, it's very important. You can have a car set up that's going to be really good, maybe for qualifying, and like over a few laps or when the tyre's fresh, it might be really good. But once that balance goes, if you have a setup that is too oversteery or maybe even too understeery, I think you're going to get punished pretty quickly doing that. So thank you for everyone joining as well. Hey Swifty, Artem. I lagged out. Yeah, you left. It said you left. That's a shame. Yeah, because your pace is really good now. Hopefully you can get back in. But yeah, once these zombies fill up, they fill up pretty quick. Alright, so yeah. Might try some tracks today that I don't really feel, I'd say there's only really 3 to 4 tracks that I feel really locked in on in terms of pace. Like, I could do a league race tomorrow and be pretty comfortable. I think that's Austria, Silverstone, Zandvoort. I think those 3 I'm pretty locked in on those tracks. But everything else, yeah, I've done my setups for, but I definitely need to spend a bit more time online. So I might try some different tracks here today, even though the setup's not going to be perfect. And now my setups, I think I'll be changing very regularly with Austria. I think I've updated it 2 or 3 times already. Same with Zandvoort, I think I've done that twice. So yeah, I think the more you play the game, the more you play the track, the more you do like online, a lot more things you learn as well. How long will I be doing open lobbies? For an hour or so, about that. Man, it is so hot at the moment. If you're in UK, you know what I mean. Our houses aren't built to keep us cool. So even though the temperature might not be as high as somewhere else in Europe, it's yeah, with all this equipment in here as well, it feels like it's 200 degrees right now. Thank you, Sam. Enjoying these ice cream, super chill, and learning so much. Oh, that's the goal, my friend. For me, I want to do maybe two or three of these a week, and yeah, it's just to have a good time, to just chill out. But hopefully you can learn a lot of things as well. And yeah, I will be recording, I record all of these live streams as well. So yeah, it's for me, this is the best way for me to get used to the game. And yeah, if you're enjoying it, and I think you can learn a lot by watching people, as I said in my recent video, watching streams like this, how I really pay attention to how to change the ERS, the telemetry, things like that as well. It's yeah, it's something you can definitely learn quite a lot from. yeah, with this cockpit I really had to get used to starting the race because my pedals are at a completely different angle to before. Yeah, I really had to get used to that, so...
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. We can now use DRS. DRS now available. Green flag.
Still really need to get rid of the smoke, please. I think the setup I've got here is probably my best setup so far. It's really, you'll see here, it's really amazing in the dirty air. Something you really need to factor in. So you see, like, look through here, look how much better it is.
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
So yeah, I've uploaded this one in my Discord as well, so if you want to try it out, let me know what you think. Yeah, look at all this dirty air. But yeah, please get rid of the smoke though.
Tyre condition still looking good. Maneuver, you made it look so easy. We've got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Final lap of the race. Final lap.
Perfect. Pretty good time for last lap as well. Nice. Perfecto. So what's the new setup? So I've uploaded it in my Discord. So yeah, if you're a member of my channel, click the join button. You'll get access to all my setups. And yeah, I've been updating them for a few tracks now on quite a regular basis as well. I've uploaded it for every single track that I have been using online. But the more I do the different tracks, which is definitely what I'm going to do more and more this week, because I feel really comfortable at Silverstone. This setup is really good at Silverstone. Same as Austria, as we saw last race. I think my Zandvoort one's really good. But I think it's time to really lock it into other setups as well, or other tracks, sorry. But yeah, I think setups are going to be really, really crucial. As you can see there, in the dirty air, if you have a setup that's good in the dirty air, and the biggest thing I keep on saying, which I know I probably sound like a broken record, but we need a setup that is going to not lose the balance too much in a race, especially if you're league racing, doing more than 5-lap races, 25%, 50% races. It's not going to be about the setup that gives you the outright fastest speed necessarily, because sometimes those setups might be a bit more on the pointy side, which will give you more potential performance, but then you'll lose the balance. It's much, much harder to control that balance. So yeah, that's what I've been really focusing on. I think the Silverstone, not that it's perfect, I think we'll go keep making tweaks, so hopefully I can keep on improving it throughout the game's life cycle. But yeah, people have been trying this setup. I've been having quite a good time so far as well, so yeah. But I think it's going to be really, really crucial. How many hours have I got in the sim rig? Not too many. Yeah, the last few days I haven't been able to. A weekend I was away completely. Yesterday I didn't play at all. I've been doing quite a bit of coaching and stuff as well. So I'd say only like 4 to 5 hours, which is still not too much at the moment. So yeah, it's still pretty new. The first day I was struggling quite a lot because yeah, my pedals used to be in a formal position. Your feet are like in the air. Now my feet are like pointed down at the floor. So I was being way too smooth, going from 0 to 50. But yeah, the more I get used to it, the better it's been. Arten's back in. The Cockpit is the Fanatec CSL Cockpit. Which obviously Fanatec, they mainly make wheels. So I'm using the Fanatec wheel and pedals, but yeah, I know they've made another Cockpit before, which looks quite strange, but this one here, yeah, when I saw a look of it, I thought that looks really, really good. It looks like it really suit me as a driving position as well. So but so far it's been amazing. There are a few things I would change, which I will do in my review video. Some things that I think they could improve on, but first impressions, really, really good. And I just feel so much more comfortable. And I think if you're in a setup where you feel a lot more comfortable, feels a lot more rigid, you can push the inputs a lot more, then it's just a win-win. thank you for everyone joining as well, for watching, and also yeah, just joining these hobbies. Quite a few members in here. And yeah, I think I'll do this every day. I don't do a video, then I'll probably do a stream or something of that. So, but I should be doing some competitive races next weekend, like some social races. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, Spa here feels Spa in this game. I don't think it's still not laser scanned, if I'm not mistaken, but it feels a lot better. That's for sure. Where's my Spa? There we go. So yeah, 0-0 wings here. I'll keep on that for now. Right. Let's do it. I've got quite a few fast drivers in here as well, which is always good. I think just doing lobbies like this has taught me quite a lot for the years. Ooh, sorry, Swifty. Oh my god. No. Oh god.
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done.
Oh, I need to... I let go. What?
Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Green flag. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. overtake button more, it's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Yeah, DRS around here, it's going to be really hard to overtake people, I think.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, if you're the third man in the DRS train, it's going to be super hard to overtake them here. With the dirty air.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
Yeah, you just burn the ERS so quickly around here as well. Yeah, ERS is it's gonna be really challenging around there. super challenging. But no, set was good, just a dirty air, and yeah, if we had a clean lap we could have gone so much faster. It's crazy. Thank you, Panos. First time catching the stream. I've watched for so many videos, content's completely entertaining, greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. I really appreciate it. That's the aim of it for sure. In my opinion, if you're comfortable with sugar, like sugar limits, you don't use your mind to check like that. Yeah, exactly. If you're worried about your pedals moving or steering moving, things like that, you're probably not going to be maximising your input. So yeah, just have something that's very rigid, very comfortable to you as well. I think that's the key. my old rig wasn't that I was uncomfortable, but I think with the pedal plate I had before, it was definitely a lot more on the flimsy side, and the pedals would move just a little bit at a time, so I never had complete confidence, especially in the braking, when you need to be, if you've got low cell like I do, then you need to be really maximising the brakes as much as possible. So yeah, with this, there is no movement or anything to, no flex. There are a few things in terms of how you adjust things. I wish they could be locked into place a bit more, but I think the way they've done it, which again I'll be showing you in this video, I think it's good enough. Nothing's been moving and stuff. So yeah. What's the steering angle number for your wheel setting? If you mean what do you mean on the cockpit itself, or if you mean rotation, I'm running 340-degree rotation. It's cockpit. I don't really have it at an angle. It's kind of like 20-30 degrees. But again, I'll be showing everything in the video itself. There is no setting. Like there's some markers here. I've got it pretty much banging, but it's pretty much almost stock. Like the way you normally would set this up from stock. It's pretty much the same. So I haven't really made too many adjustments or anything at all. I've had it pretty level, everything like that. So, but Monza, let's see how this goes, because yeah, I've done TT around here, but I don't think I've done some Grand Prix mode when I was testing setups and stuff, but haven't actually done a 5 lap around here. So yeah, this is a track where I'll need to get used to things much more, that's for sure. So let's put on another track that I haven't done. Let's do Brazil, Abu Dhabi, maybe Qatar. Let's do that. Yeah, I think this week I definitely want to do a lot more tracks that I haven't done as much. Definitely, for sure. Thank you, Claudio. Thanks, man. Thank you for watching as well. Appreciate it. So yeah, I won't be confident, super confident around here, but it's the name of the game. You just need to get used to things. So yeah, I've specialised in 3 to 4 tracks, but I think I need to try and specialise in every track, especially since I've got some races this weekend on the tracks I haven't really done that much at all. So excuse me if that's making quite a horrible noise when I'm doing that. It's quite thick. Have we tried lowering it to the highest sensitivity? Yeah, a lot of that, yeah, you can lower it to 270 if you want. It's just going to make it way more sensitive for me. If you do that, yeah, it will feel like you get more rotation, things like that, but then you'll lose like the accuracy to a degree unless you're like ridiculously smooth. And I feel like I'm quite a smooth driver, but I think 360, it's going to mirror everything you do. 340, it just does it enough. But then especially when the tyres go off in the race and stuff as well, I think you really need it to have smooth movements. And I think with 270, it might, for me personally, I think that's just too low anyway. But I think that would make it really easy to over-rotate the car. And although it's quicker, you can't be as precise, if that makes sense. So I think 330 to like 360 is the sweet spot, and then 300 for maybe like really tight tracks. But I think 330 is going to be pretty good for most people. So Monza, so you've got one, so that's pretty standard. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I'll be doing these hobbies quite a lot. Yeah, quite a lot, 2 or 3 times a week. And yeah, again, if you're a member, so if you join my Discord, click the join button. I do let my members know in advance. And yeah, if you add me, you'll be able to get into the lobby. So I won't put this live until a few people from my membership join first. Because yeah, once these lobbies get full, they do kind of stay full for a little while. Right. So yeah, I'm not expected to be fast here. Yeah, I still need to get used to this rig in terms of starts, that's for sure.
That's a decent start. Good job.
Okay, survived. I do think the curves are a lot nicer in this game, that's one thing I've noticed.
Okay, DRS is now available.
So yeah, this is a track I definitely need to get to grips with a bit. It feels pretty identical to
now that you're in the wake of the car ahead, try to get past as soon as possible.
F124 at the moment. Lose a point pretty quick around here as well. Okay, see how effective the dirty air is as well.
The gap to the car in front is less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone. Green flag. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Okay, clear. Final lap, final lap. Push, push.
nice. So yeah, that's my first race I've ever done around here. So yeah, track is pretty much identical to F124, literally exactly the same. But I think just doing lobbies like this, you just learn a lot in terms of how to use the ERS, when to go for overtakes, things like that. So yeah, it's good information. I think next time I go on this, I'll be 2 to 3 tenths average quicker per lap as well. So yeah, had the pace straight away. And yeah, I haven't really tested this setup too much over 5 laps. It's been mainly like 1 lap balance stuff at the moment. So yeah, but I think that was a pretty good baseline. So yeah, setup was working well there. It's good. Hey, General Jake. Unlucky Artem. Thank you to the Dart. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. Over 200 people as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, Claudia, for the kind words as well. Appreciate it. But yeah, I think just doing lobbies such as this, again, I think this really teaches you, really transfers over to league racing really well for me. So you can see how I'm using the ERS there. So yeah, I'd say optimally that was probably like a 6.5, 7 out of 10. So yeah, I think there's a good few levels to go for me around here. So this is what I do for each track. So again, for 3 or 4 tracks, I think I've really nailed when to overtake, your ERS, things like that. Now I just need to do this for other tracks, and I think this is the way I learn personally, doing lobbies like this. I've been doing competitive racing since 2010, and yeah, I think back in the day we had something called sprint mode, which I wish they brought back, which was really, really good, where you just press the sprint mode button in the multiplayer menu, and then you just get thrown into random lobbies with random people. I think you can join with your friends as well, so you can go in a party and then you join it together. But yeah, that was really, really cool, because the tracks of, I think it's like 3 lap races, you're in a different car every time. It's completely random grid, random weather conditions, and that was just a really good way to learn the game and learn different things. So yeah, I really wish they did bring that back. It'd be great if they did, but yeah. But I think just doing open lobbies like this, again, if you could join my lobbies, it's always going to be a good experience for you. First name, last name. I love your username. Don't understand how someone can follow that close in the car in front. If I get within 10%, that's what I'm listening. So yeah, a lot of that, it's not just setup, but I think just the way you're approaching it. So when I'm in a dirty air of someone, I'm anticipating more and more of that understeer, and you've really got to spot the gaps where the car in front is not occupying. So it's almost like you're taking the opposite line almost to the car ahead. If you're following the car directly right behind the exact line that they're taking, you're just going to get a ton of understeer. Also, you need to really slow the car down. So what I do when I'm following someone to a hairpin, I really slow down, and then I try and take a tighter exit, but I'm not directly behind them. So it's kind of like that. It's like, imagine the car in front has kind of got a little bit of an oil slick ahead of you. You really want to treat it like that with dirty air in this game, because yeah, when you're not in a dirty air, you just have so much more grip. So you really got to try and find those pockets of space behind cars. And yeah, if you're my because yeah, you're a member, if you use my setups, most of these setups are going to be a lot better in the dirty air compared to like a typical TT setup or typical qualifying setup as well. The dirty air will still exist. It's not like it will get rid of it completely, but if you do those things, spot the pockets of space from the car ahead of you, I think that's going to be a huge skill in this game. Just really anticipating the change of balance is what I like to call it. So yeah, but let's do Brazil. I haven't really done, again, only when I've been doing my setup tweaks online. I don't think I've done a race around here yet. So let's see how this goes. I haven't actually done anything in the wet yet so far. How have I? I think I might have done a few laps where I was just testing like a dry to wet setup, which I've recommended in my Discord, but I haven't done a huge amount of laps in the wet, but that's something I do need to do a little bit more. Hey, Quilton Pole. Recognise him. Yeah, unfortunately, audio and camera, it probably will go out of sync at times because I said before, when you're on console and you're running a streaming software, OBS like I am, you have to add in these filters, and when you test it offline, it's perfect, and then when you go online, it might go out of sync, but then eventually it will catch back up. So I might have to do a complete reset of that. So I know this has been doing it a little bit more recently. So not much I can do on that, unfortunately. Unless you're on PC, where you don't have to worry about these filters, everything's just matched exactly. But right, let's go. Okay. So yeah, haven't done a race round here either, so doing lobbies like this is just all about a learning process at this stage. Base, this is a CSL or DD base. Does wheel rotations affect control of players? Good question. Not sure it does actually. Oh shit. I meant to change the not the brake balance. Oh, come on. No. Oh shit. Patrick's. So yeah, Brazil hasn't really changed too much. I think tracks that haven't changed, they just made the curves a lot nicer. So I think Spa, I think they have done a few changes to Spa actually, but spam this battery.
That start was okay, now stay alert for threats around you. We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Oh gosh. Oh. Good start. Oh, please get rid of the smoke though. Oh.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. Green flag. Watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
To first so far, that's good.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
It's a Rialto battery here though. So yeah.
Okay, final lap. Let's go. Final lap. Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
Oh yeah, well, the setup worked amazing there. So yeah, first time doing a race around there, setup felt incredible. Yeah, I think again you could see, yeah, I was struggling a bit with the ERS, but you can see with the downforce, because I think I'm running quite a lot more downforce than some other drivers. With the downforce, when the tyres go off, you need downforce. That's like one thing I've noticed massively in this game. When the tyres are going off, if you have a certain lower aero, which on last game I used to run a little bit lower aero compared to most people. This game is kind of the opposite. I'm actually running higher aero compared to most people, and you can see there, you're like in the middle sector, last sector, how much faster you were. Hey, Carl24, how's it going, bro? But yeah, set felt really, really good then. Very, very nice. Yeah, we have to get that one-on-one in Carl. I think maybe tomorrow I might be around, so that'd be quite cool. But yeah, that felt nice. Brazil felt pretty nice then. But that's the one thing I do like about this game though as well. Like I think setups are going to be super, super important. So really important. Right. So I'll say let's do 2 to 3 more. Do Abu Dhabi next, which again I haven't done this in the race, only in that Grand Prix. Right. So yeah, say let's do 2 to 3 more. Let's do that. Preparing for upcoming races. Yeah, I wouldn't say preparing for races, but yeah, just getting used to the cockpit at the moment, which feels really, really nice. So just getting some more laps on the board. Oh, cat on it, it's okay. I've done this a few times, so it's okay. Yeah, but Brazil felt pretty nice in. Which, yeah, I think we do have come up in the social racing, so that should be interesting. But yeah, I think the handling of this game definitely suits me a lot more than 2025 at the moment, so yeah, it's good. I just really like the traction. It's still quite easy to lock up the brakes, but your trail braking is still really, really important. But I think, again, something I always keep on saying is just that change of balance. I think that's going to be something I think is probably my strongest thing, is adapting to that for the race, the grip throughout the race, things like that. Whereas if the grip was the same all the time, you have to push flat out, then that's probably my weakest thing. It's probably my raw pace is the actual right weakest thing. So when the conditions are perfect, like a TT, I'm not super strong. There's a lot of people who I league race with, even the league I did on GASR last season, I'd probably say on absolute raw pace, probably like the 6th or 7th fastest driver. But then when it comes to adapting, then there's certain tracks where I might be in the top 2, something like that. So yeah, I think there's going to be many different elements you're going to have to get used to, that's for sure. Yep, so I will do a video on the cockpit. This is a Fanatec CSL cockpit. Fanatec GT one, yeah. I don't know. Is it called Fanatec CSL GT? I think it's just called CSL, the Fanatec CSL cockpit, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, I will be doing a video. So yeah, I'll be doing, capturing quite a lot of footage this week while I'm playing the game. Get a lot of B shots, stuff like that, and then I'll be making that video. But yeah, it's super comfortable. The seat's quite big here, but it's really nice, really good. Alright, so let's say, yeah, maybe let's do a couple more. We could finish off with a 25% race, maybe. Something I might think about actually. Maybe we might do Austria for that. Right. Track is this? It's Qatar, isn't it? Yeah. That's a Crusoes actually. So you get TT, you want a lot of rear rotation, rear traction as well. That's why this is lowered. P19. Damn. I need to close my blind a bit more, otherwise I'm going to get blinded in a second. Alright, let's go. Oh, fucking hell, man. This guy in the Ferrari. You can't... fuck's sake. The guy in the McLaren just... fucking hell. Thinking you can just go wide in any corner.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race.
Yeah, it wasn't that McLaren, it was the other guy.
Caution! DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Okay, clear. Remember to adjust your ERS mode in your MFD if you need to. Battery charge is high, let's use that overtake button a bit more. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Green flag. You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
Oh my god. I felt like I had so much pace. Set was working really well, but just had zero clean laps. Hey, for Stefano? Oh, Club Sport GT, yeah, that's it. That's what's cool. Yeah, I thought it was weird me saying CSL when that's the name of the wheelbase, so Club Sport GT, that's it. All my settings for my wheel, in the wheel settings in game, that's all in the description. So yeah, whatever that says is the setting I'm running at the moment. Yeah, cat on the day, yeah, that looks a little bit odd. I agree. I think what we'll do is let's finish off with Austria. Let's do a 25%. How about that? Let's do that. But yeah, my force feedback is not it's not like it's super strong or anything like that, but come on. Yeah, so I think we'll finish off with Austria. Hey, got the championship. That's nice. So yeah, I think if we let's finish off with 25%. That'll be a good shot. Let's do that. Yeah, 25%. But yeah, thank you for everyone who's been joining me for these hobbies and watching us as well. Yeah, these streams are just gonna be just very chilled. Just enjoying the game, learning things as well. Right, let's put it on. Oh, Brawley was in here, wasn't he? Let's put it on 25%. And do a one shot as well. Oh, sorry, not short, one shot. 25%. And just make this the only race. Alright, let's do this. Oh, Brawley is in here. So yeah, I don't expect to get pole, but in race, let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, what was I looking for? What was I looking for? Rules and flags, yeah. Corner cut, yes, corner cut is on. Good. Right, let's do this. yeah, well, me and Carl will we'll do some races tomorrow, hopefully, or at some point this week. Yeah, make sure you do check out Carl as well. I know he's been doing quite a few videos, a lot of lobbies himself, and I think that's what I said in one of my, I think the last video I did was, I think you can learn a hell of a lot by just watching people's, whether that's me, Carl, esport drivers. I think it's harder to watch esport drivers these days because they tend to cover their telemetry with the MFD, with the brake bias differential, especially if the ERS manage at the battery level. So understand why they do that. They don't want to give away a competitive advantage to their competition. But for me, I'm not looking to be in esports. Even if I train to be in esports, I'm not fast enough on the quali with my driving style, and my dedication would just be off the charts to do that. I think in the race I'd be able to stick with the DRS if I had enough practice, really specialise so that I could stick to the DRS. Would I get points? Probably unlikely, but yeah, it would be fun though, it'd be cool. But qualifying, I don't think people realise how insane it is in the qualifying for them. But when they do esports, they get to run a different qualifying setup to a race setup. If they had to do parc fermé and go from one to the other and it was locked in, that would be really interesting. That would be really cool if there was some way they could make a lobby setting where whatever qualifying setup you run in qualifying, when we go into the race later, even though it might be hours apart, you'll have to use the same setup. That would be quite interesting. But fortunately, that's not the case. But it is when they do it online in league racing though. So obviously we get to see it there as well. But so yeah, we'll finish off this 25%. Okay, let's see what you can do. Let's load it in. So yeah, this is my updated setup. I'm running. And yeah, it's 155. So yeah, you see quite high in the aero here. Right, let's go. What monitor? This is a BenQ 31.5 inch ultra wide. It's like a curved ultra wide monitor. It's quite older monitor. I've had this for 6-7 years. So yeah, 31.5 inch BenQ. So deep in that turn 2. Jesus Christ. Super deep through there. Probably because I ran a little bit too much brake bias. I almost got pole anyway, but so that's good news. If I can beat Brawny in the qualifying, even though probably isn't a maximum lap for him. Well done, Quoten Pole. He knows who he is. GG man, good stuff. So yeah, I think we lost 2 and a bit tenths through there. And if I ran maybe 54, 53 bias for the rest. So yeah, there's a good 2 or 3 tenths left in that lap. How's it feeling? Yeah, it's feeling really good, man. Yeah, really good. Just really comfortable. As I was saying earlier, I think you, especially if you're playing with wheel and pedals, obviously, I think you need a setup that obviously is going to be as rigid as possible, so then you can really max out the inputs, not afraid of it moving. Because if you're conscious of things moving, then you're probably going to get a little bit distracted by that. So I think that's very important, but also just having something that's very comfortable. For me, I think I can already say GT position is my preference. I did the place seat, which is really good. I've still got the cockpit, Formula position, but for me, just being much more upright, makes it much more comfortable, much nicer on the back, on the posture, things like that. So I'm dead in this game. They ruined it. I know Unique's is on the controller as well, but yeah, I've seen some control drivers, they're still been fast, but why, is the controller just not feeling good, or what's happening with that? I think Space 8 prefers his play seat. Yeah, I think those guys, they always play in esports, they're always playing in like a formula position, because I think in the esports itself, that's what the oh shit, that's not what. Yeah, they are always going to be playing in a formula position, so I think it makes sense for them to do that. If you were doing GT position the whole time, then yeah. I know Born is going to be a good benchmark. It's one of the best controller players.
Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, clear. Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past. Good job, that was the fastest lap of the race so far. No need to worry about the tyre condition for now, everything's looking good. Right, we need to get past here. Use overtake, use overtake. track is clear, green flag. Tyres are degrading fast. We can change strategy if you want. Check your MFD for details. We're approaching the pit window and you're going to be on mediums. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Right, box this lap. Keep an eye on your distance to the speed limit line as you approach and make sure you don't speed. Okay, off we go, back into the race. That was our last stop, no more scheduled pit stops, let's go.
So you see I was able to keep my softs really well, so they were mediums and they were struggling, so again that's why it's so important about the balance. So you just have to go on a hard tyre instead of a soft. So I think they're going long to try and go on the softs. Yeah, this is on softs.
ERS is low, ERS is low. Consider changing mode on your MFD or lift a little with gentle braking into corners to recharge it.
How much he's lost in the undercut.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
So I'll wait for those tyres to go off a little bit. So yeah, I've got a lot more downforce than him. see Brawley behind me, he's barely catching now because his tyres have already gone off. So again, the other car that has a good balance. You might see in some league races people are just forced to go on other compounds. I think I'm running a lot more downforce then, so the more the tyres go off, the more it kind of plays into my hands. Okay, US. Let's go around wide then, so just saved it. So yeah, you can see Brawley behind, his tyres have already gone. But because I'm able to keep my balance so much more than everyone else, I'm just able to actually use a softer compound. Normally these mediums would be going off, but so I think, as you can see here, it's going to make a huge difference. So I say, probably the hard tyre is the tyre you want to be on for most races. But if you can have a good balance like this, you can actually use the faster compound and get more out of it. So see, we're in the dirty here now. So I have to factor that in a little bit.
Manoeuvre, you made it look so easy.
So now he's got to be the dirt, yeah. He might have to lower downforce, but he's going to really struggle a lot more in the corners.
Got a lot of spare energy, okay to use your overtake button. Final lap, push, push.
But yeah, you can see I think RRL Josh was on one that fresher tyres than me as well, and these guys on raw pace I'd say they're very equal to me. But I think that race just demonstrates that when the tyres are going off more and more, the balance is just absolutely crucial. So yeah, Brawny was he is one of the fastest people on PlayStation on the controller, same with Uniques as well. So yeah, I'm very happy with that. That's good. Yeah, the softs go off so quick, but you can see I made it last to like that 9 on the soft. So yeah, I think if you can get that better balance, then you can afford to even use softer compounds, and then you're going to get more out of that as well. So yeah, really looking forward to league racing. I think again that's just a really good example of how important it is to manage your setup throughout the race, manage the loss of grip. It's not about just being the outright fastest, although that's still important to a degree. You can see there, like, this is probably a video I'm going to upload and do a commentary over, because I think that's just again a perfect example of exactly what I'm talking about. So I really hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Over 200 people watching, so I appreciate it for just a normal open lobby stream. I will be announcing when I'm going to be doing my league races, or the social races, for the upcoming league racing season, so I'm pretty excited for that. And yeah, I just really hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned a lot from this. If you'd like to try the setup that I just used exactly here, click that join button, become a YouTube member, join my Discord. You'll get access to all the setups that I've been using in these lobbies. You'll get to speak to me directly, so any questions you have, I'm very responsive there. You can send me a DM, tag me in the Discord, or if you want a discount on one-to-one coaching, I coach on every single platform. Head over to www.coachlimits.com and use the discount within my Discord, which changes on a month-to-month basis. And yeah, you'll get to have a 90-minute session with me. Alpha Wolf Productions. On controller, you have so much data, it's actually insane. You can compete in quality, but longer the stint, the worse it is for the controller. Yeah, hards can be used. Yeah, they can be used. I think if I went hards then, I probably would have gone faster on hards in that final stint than I did on the mediums, because after a few laps again, the mediums would start to go off, then the hards would take over. So I think a lot of the time you could probably do medium to hard. It's probably going to be quite good. Oh, your rig broke? Oh, unlucky for that, man. But no, again, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you learned a lot from this. And yeah, I'll be streaming quite a lot, probably 2 to 3 times a week. And yeah, my members get priority invites. But again, if you want to ask me any questions, here are the comments here, message me in the Discord. And yeah, if you want to try this setup out, let me know how it works for you. Just put a comment after the stream if you have tried it out. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. The rig is feeling really nice. Still need to get used to it even more, but I think first impressions and just how the pace is feeling, I just feel really comfortable, really locked in. So far, it's definitely a thumbs up. So I hope you enjoyed that. Hopefully you learned something. And yeah, I'll probably be back with a video tomorrow, probably on like trail braking, no assists, something like that as well. I'll be continuing my track guide, so I'll probably try and release at least 2 of those a week. That's the plan. So thank you so much to everyone who's been joining these hobbies, who's been joining the Discord. I really appreciate you. And yeah, hopefully you're seeing the benefits of that. And yeah, I shall catch you very soon. Peace.